AI Business Brief for August 12, 2026. Anthropic's unreleased model made real progress on a 150-year-old math problem using 60 coordinating agents. OpenAI launched ChatGPT for Linux. Google and OpenAI both hit 1 billion users, with Gemini growing faster but ChatGPT still larger. Here's the full breakdown of today's top AI stories for your business. AI Business Brief, August 12, 2026. Next section, lead story. AI agents just proved they can do real science. Anthropic announced that an unreleased model made significant progress on the Riemann hypothesis, one of mathematics' biggest unsolved problems, with a $1 million bounty. An Anthropic staffer without advanced math training prompted the model to take a real stab at it, then let it run for a day and a half. The model coordinated 60 subagents, tested 650 approaches, and increased the lower bound of solutions. 2 in-house mathematicians confirmed the results. This matters because it shifts AI from helpful writing assistant to research collaborator that discovers new knowledge. The model didn't just summarize existing math or write code. It explored original approaches, coordinated specialized subagents, and produced work that expert mathematicians validated. Fields Medal winner Timothy Gowers is cautiously optimistic, suggesting that AI-assisted proofs might change math the way computers changed astronomy. For small businesses, the signal is clear. If AI can tackle 150-year-old math problems, it can probably handle your supply chain optimization or customer segmentation. The tools aren't there yet for most of us, but the underlying capability is real. Next section, tools and launches. OpenAI finally shipped ChatGPT for Linux. The desktop app now supports Ubuntu 24.4/26, Debian 13, and Fedora 43/44. It's in preview and works with ChatGPT Work, and Codex. If you run Linux in your business, common for developers and infrastructure teams, you can now use ChatGPT natively instead of through a browser. Anthropic beat them by a month with Claude for Linux. OpenAI announcement. Claude connectors let you use Claude across your actual work apps. Anthropic rolled out native integrations. They call them connectors for Google Drive, Slack, GitHub, Gmail, Figma, and Notion. You can search your files, create records, and send messages directly from Claude's chat window. The difference from plugins? Connectors are single app integrations, plugins are workflow bundles. Free users get one connector at a time, paid users get unlimited. This is table stakes functionality, but it's useful if you live in Claude and want to pull live data instead of copy-pasting. Zapier Guide. Zapier's MCP integration brings automation into AI chat. If you use ChatGPT or Claude as your work hub, Zapier MCP lets you take action in 9,000+ apps directly from the chat window without pre-building workflows. Example, ask ChatGPT to research competitors, then pipe the results straight into a Google Sheet with proper structure. You're a PI, credentials stay with Zapier, not exposed to the AI model. This is early but points to a future where your AI agent does the work, not just the thinking. Zapier Blog. Google's Amy research system now does video medical consultations. Built on Gemini and Project Astra, it interprets visual and auditory cues, guides virtual exams, and diagnoses in real time. In a study with patient actors and primary care doctors, evaluators rated Amy favorably on diagnostic accuracy and communication quality. It's still a research project, not cleared for clinical use. For telehealth businesses, this is a signal that AI-assisted diagnostics are moving from text to video, which is where the real diagnostic value lies. Google AI Blog. Next section, Business Playbook. Workflow automation is eating the enterprise handoff problem. Zapier published a detailed guide to enterprise workflow automation. The core idea: every manual handoff, copying data, waiting for approvals, checking if someone read the group chat, is a place where work stalls. Automation connects your tech stack so work flows without human relay. Zapier integrates 9,000+ apps, handles complex logic with AI steps, and scales without hiring. For small businesses, the lesson is simple. If you're manually moving data between systems, you're wasting money. Start with your most annoying repetitive task and automate it. Zapier Guide. Small business acquisitions dropped 10%, but it's not a demand problem. BizBuySell reports 2,117 U.S. businesses sold in Q2 2026, down 10% from Q1 and last year. But valuations held steady, cash flow multiple up 2% at 2.7 times. Buyers are pickier, not scarcer. They want clean financials, reliable cash flow, and businesses that don't collapse when the owner leaves. If you're planning to sell in the next few years, the prep work matters more than the market timing. Get your books clean, reduce owner dependence, and document your processes. Buyers will pay for businesses they trust. Small business trends. Next section, pricing and access watch. OpenAI's Daybreak cybersecurity models are now on AWS. Daybreak Blue, frontier models with defensive security safeguards, and Daybreak Red, purpose-trained models for exploit research, are available through Amazon Bedrock. This matters if you're running security operations in AWS and want frontier AI without moving data or changing procurement workflows. Requires enrollment in Daybreak Access. Pricing not disclosed. OpenAI blog. Business process management software starts at $10/user/month. Microsoft Power Automate leads at $15/user/month with 700+ templates and a drag-and-drop interface. Jotform offers a free plan but limits submissions, growth killer for startups. Bizagi allows high customization for non-technical users. If you're shopping for BPM tools, prioritize integration with your existing stack and real-time analytics over feature lists. The ROI, return on investment, comes from reducing manual errors and bottlenecks, not from buying the fanciest dashboard. Small business trends. Next section, industry moves. ChatGPT and Gemini both crossed 1 billion users. ChatGPT hit 1 billion monthly users in June, slowing from 900M weekly in February. Gemini hit 1 billion last week, up from 750M in February. ChatGPT is larger, but Gemini is growing faster. Most Gemini users are on Android, pre-installed Advantage. For AI vendors, this is a land grab for default status. For businesses, it means your customers already know how to use AI chat, so the friction is lower for AI-powered customer service or sales tools. The Verge. Brad Lightcap, OpenAI's longtime COO, is leaving to start something new. Lightcap joined in 2018, served as CFO and COO, then moved to special projects in April. He's the latest in a string of executive departures, AGI Chief Vijay Simo in July, CMO Kate Rauch in April, as OpenAI reorganizes ahead of its IPO. For OpenAI customers, executive churn is a yellow flag. For the market, it's a signal that OpenAI insiders see opportunities outside the mothership. TechCrunch. Anthropic will watermark AI-generated text to comply with EU regulations. All models released after August 2 automatically watermark text and files, using C2PA for files. The watermark travels when you copy-paste. Unclear how much editing removes it. This is part of the EU AI Act's transparency code. For businesses using Claude to generate customer-facing content, you may need to disclose AI use or edit enough to strip the watermark. Test before publishing. TechCrunch. Spotify will label AI-generated artists and exclude them from recommendations. AI Persona badges launch in September for artists whose identity is AI-generated, photorealistic name and image, not a real person. Spotify won't include them in editorial or algorithmic recommendations unless you follow them. The move is anti-slop. Low-quality AI music floods the platform and drives cancellations. For AI music creators, the message is clear. You can publish, but you won't get promoted. TechCrunch. Next section, quick wins. Use AI to analyze Google Sheets data before sending Slack updates. Instead of just sending weekly Sheets updates to your team, add an AI step to spot trends, flag unusual activity, or summarize patterns. Example workflow: new rows added to Sheets. Right Arrow AI by Zapier analyzes trends. Right Arrow summary sent to Slack. This turns raw data into intelligence before it hits your team's attention. Zapier blog. Authenticate iPhone photos to prove they're not deepfakes. iOS 27 beta includes code for Apple Reference Image, which embeds provenance metadata at capture. When enabled, photos taken with the reference camera mode can be verified via Apple's servers to prove origin and timing. This isn't live yet, but when it ships, turn it on if you need to prove your product photos, incident documentation, or field reports are real. The Verge. Next section, Outlook. 3 patterns across today's stories. AI is moving from assistive to autonomous, math proofs, medical video consults. Platforms are fighting AI slop with labels and exclusions, Spotify, Anthropic watermarks, and the consumer AI land grab is tightening into a 3-way race: OpenAI, Google, Anthropic. Watch for more AI watermarking rollouts and more platform policies that separate human-made from AI-generated content. That concludes today's AI Business Brief. From Carolina, Clear Tech. Stay smart, stay ahead.